Maya's father returns home from being hospitalized and immediately kills himself. Her mother is bedridden with a mysterious illness that causes flesh wounds. When her uncle tells her to get rid of the mirror in the bedroom, the truth about a curse on her family is revealed, where a pact with the demon has been made in return for fortune. Now Maya needs to stop the curse before it threatens her bloodline. So without wasting any time in this review, I'm just going to start off by saying that this is not a good film. It's over 100 minutes of almost nothing happening, a storyline that's never fleshed out. There's some beginner grade special effects and an ending that makes you realize that you probably just wasted your time. There will be a point in Indonesian horror cinema where someone wakes up and goes, we probably shouldn't keep translating these online short story threads into fully fleshed movies, because while there's no doubt that there is some talent behind the author of this particular story, it's also the fact that, like every movie that's adapted from a story, think about all the different examples that are out there. Cinema requires more to be squeezed in, with less opportunities to flesh out some of those main concepts. Now, for example, in this particular film, what the heck is a Perewangan, and why is it something that the family has called upon? Now, unless the subtitler of the version of the film that I watched decided that part of the dialogue wasn't important for the audience to understand, then I'm sure this element was completely missing. So if you're an Indonesian and you've only just watched the Indonesian version and it explains what a Perewangan is, I'd be very interested to know a bit more about this. So instead, what we get is a bit of a backstory about Maya's grandfather trying to stop the curse, and then her mother restarting it. And what's it for? For fame? For money? Well, that's the assumption that's alluded to by Maya's aunt, which she exclaims that the ayam goreng, and quite frankly, this is what I love about watching foreign cinema, is that you can pick up words like ayam goreng, meaning fried chicken. The store that she was running had become too successful too quickly. The movie tries to add tension at several moments throughout the film, but I think it just fails because there's really no understanding of the dangers that the characters seemingly are facing. Why does the demon target seemingly random characters for revenge? And what I mean by that is one of the uncles walks in front of a train and the other uncle hacks off his leg. Now, admittedly, that's a pretty cool scene. I really did enjoy that. But why those two characters were targeted? What about the third uncle? Also, why does the aunt seem immune? And again, this could be an error in translation. Maybe she's not immune and maybe I've missed something here. There are too many questions to even try and enjoy this film. I'm still wondering what the significance of the crows mean. And again, this is an example of where the original story probably fleshes out all of these ideas and makes a lot more sense than what we, as the movie viewer, end up getting as the end result. Now, I don't think that there's anything in this movie worth salvaging. It's a pretty harsh call, I think. Even the burning effect at the end, that burning body effect, just looks atrocious. And then what I'm left with is me shaking my head, wondering how the director of KKN in the Dancers Village, which is Indonesia's #1 horror film of all time, gross wise in the box office, how he's ended up as the man behind this film. It's just a cash grab. So using my patent pending ghost rating, which stands for great horror or stupid trash, I give this 2 ghosts, and I think that's being generous. I would love to just give it 1.5 ghosts. Part of me is very thankful that it's not a religious movie, and then the other part of me kind of wishes that it was. And that's always been my big issue with modern Indonesian horror films, is they're overly religious, and then this movie comes along that has no religion in it, and I'm sitting there thinking, this probably would have been better with some religion in it. As such is the dilemma of watching Indonesian horror films. But as always, I think my opinion of this one might be a little different to everyone else's, so I'd be curious to know what you thought of Perewangan in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. I am the Arty Dans. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time.